This is for you if you are tired of chasing strategy, working with coach after coach after coach, because every coach has a different strategy, and then you think it's their strategy is going to work for you. And then after you work with them, you find it's not their strategy that's working. And you're just tired of that cycle of feeling like you're wrestling with your business all the time, that you're analyzing and trying to figure it out and wanting to fix it. And it's just leaving you exhausted. And you're noticing that you're just losing the joy in your business that you used to have. And that cycle of constantly seeking and fixing and figuring it out and what is the next best thing to do has left you feeling a little bit empty and disconnected. So what I want to share with you is how you can get off that cycle of chasing the next best strategy and get off that sort of merry-go-round of trying to figure it out, trying to fix it, and really shift into a place of trust and really getting to that point where you are developing your best strategy. So this is something I'm super passionate about because I've been on that cycle of working with coach after coach, chasing strategy after strategy, and always thinking it was the next strategy that was the strategy that would work for me, when in reality, none of them I necessarily needed, and none of them actually worked for me. Because when you're in that place, what's happening is you're constantly seeking outside of you for something that only comes from within. And of course, it's helpful to have guidance as you're, building, your business. But when you're in that place where you are seeing someone else who has the answer versus knowing you have the answer and perhaps what is needed, and this is what the work I do with my clients, is working with a coach that helps you bring out your answer and your strategy. And really what happens when you do that is everything changes. And the thing that's tricky is it's not, a turn on the switch and everything's changed. It requires a deeper level of excavation and discovery and really bringing out that which is within you that has been buried because you've been chasing so many strategies and have developed over time a deep distrust in your own system, your own process, and your own, ability to figure it out, so to speak. So really, all of this chasing strategy and working with different coach after coach or program after program, what really is happening is you're disconnecting from your own inner guidance system, from your own inner knowing of what is right for you. And the challenging thing here is really being able to uncover all of this that is your own inner knowing, your own right next step, does require guidance, but it requires a different kind of guidance. It doesn't require a coach that's going to give you the next 5 steps formula, the next best practice. It's a coach who sees you and your amazingness and wants to help you draw that out, because really what is happening is you've forgotten how amazing you are. Because that's what happens when you're chasing all these strategies, is that you think, something must be wrong and I just need to tweak something, and that person, they figured it out. So if I just follow their formula, then I'll figure it out. But what happens when you're using someone else's formula is it doesn't come across as authentic. When you're sharing it with your community and with your clients, there's always this almost, again, the space of distrust that it's not really your strategy. And what I do with my clients is help them uncover their best strategy so that it is authentic. It is coming from within with their own creativity and intuition and inner guidance. So when they speak about it with conviction because it's theirs. And that is the place where they are much more powerful in their coaching and their marketing and their sales, because it is coming from them. And so they can trust that. And that process of getting to the place where you can trust that does require, guidance from someone who sees you have the answers, instead of working with someone who thinks they have the answers and you just need to follow their process. So that's a huge difference. And I've done, both. And when I worked with coaches who wanted me just to follow their process, it's what I shared before. I didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel real. I didn't feel I could really trust it because it wasn't mine. And when I worked with coaches who really were guiding me to my best solution, my best answers, my best process and strategy, that's when my business was just thriving. And that's when I was thriving, because I was in that place of really being authentic and true to me and sharing that with the world. And that's what the world is craving, is you on fire for what you're about, and how what you're about can help them in their own discovery of what's right for them and their best process, and really, bringing their mission and purpose into alignment so that they're living their legacy. So really what this is about is when you're chasing, you're not trusting. And when you stop the chasing and can lean into that uncertainty and see it for the gift that it is, that it is calling you to evolve, it's calling you to do a deeper level of discovery, and it's calling you to show up in a different way, and to really not be in that place of trying to get somewhere, but think about who do you want to be and how do you want to be in this moment, and then making your decisions from that place. So would love to hear your thoughts. And if you are in that place where you are just tired of chasing strategy, and you're tired of getting clients who just aren't ready to commit, and you really want to be in that place where you're trusting your strategy, and that when you're in that place that clients that you love to work with are reaching out to you, and the work you're doing with those clients lights you up and brings out your genius, and also you're able to bring out that genius in your clients as well. And what that feels like is much more ease, much more flow. And what happens is, not only is your business operating at such a higher level that allows you to stop the incessant analyzing, worrying, anxiety, obsessively thinking about it, it allows you to really operate from a different place, from almost a different dimension, which then, of course, allows you to really enjoy your business and being able to have that space away from your business where you're not thinking about your business, where you're having fun, where you're engaging in activities that fill you up, and noticing that those activities also feed your business. And then your relationships also shift, because you're coming from a place where now you're able to be present instead of incessantly worrying about your business and not sleeping and being irritable and, making poor choices when it comes to eating, because you're in that place of just anxiety. And so everything shifts to be a match for how you're being. And when you shift how you're being, of course, everything in your life will change to reflect that. So reach out to me. I would love to talk to you more and really discover what is your best process and strategy, and how do you want to be so that your business is thriving, your relationships are rich and rewarding, and you have energy and creativity for not just your business, but for all the activities that you enjoy in your life, and all of it flows and feeds into each other in a beautiful, synergistic way. So thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, of course, I would love to have you here more often. And please leave comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And you can reach out to me. There will be a link below to how to connect with me. All right. And there's Mary Lee in the background. Talk to you soon. Bye.